Hi, Jade. How are you, honey?
I'm fine, Patricia. You know what? I have this feeling that Thomas is cheating on me.
What? How do you know?
His behavior has been off for the past few weeks, and I have a strong gut feeling it's someone at his workplace.
Why the workplace? Why not the gym, tennis club, or his female friend circle?
You have a point, but he comes home really tired these days and does not want to eat or go out much like we used to. So I assume it's something related to the workplace. We hardly have sex too.
Did you try talking to him about this?
No, I don't want to go at him without any concrete proof.
You know, your terrible gut feeling could be true. I know of a very good private detective.
It's gonna cost me a lot of money. Give me the contact details anyway.
Oh, come on. Where else are you gonna use that cash windfall from the sale of the dot-com startup, which is well into seven figures?
Nearly 8.
See? You are a rich and young, beautiful lady. You have your prenup in place. Keep your head high and play smart.
I'm not sure. This is just a hunch. It could be a false alarm too.
Well, then you can use the money to take him out on a trip to Cuba.
Wow, sounds like a plan.
We've been best friends for life, honey. A good 20 years and still going strong. I know you very well.
Undoubtedly. I'm so lucky we are so close and can confide in each other about anything and everything.
The best part is that our husbands have been best friends too for almost a decade now. And I think we are the object of envy for a lot of people due to the perfect arrangement that we have managed to get.
So true, lol. I love that you guys are such amazing professional people and call out bullshit. That's what makes you guys stand out from the rest for me.
Ah, but we're also the people who would go to the ends of the earth for you, because you're my best friend first. The men came in much later and became friends.
True. I know your answer. But what if I find out that Thomas is actually cheating on me?
Look, my husband would be the one who would help him crash at our place, but you know me. We are good, wholesome people. We don't react poorly under stress like you, but we are 100% no bullshit kind of people, Jade.
I know, honey.
So yeah, he can stay at our house for as long as he needs because he won't have the balls to come home to you if you let him know that you know about his affair.
Really? You'd allow that? You'd allow your best friend for life's cheating husband into your house?
Yeah, but I'll then have his ass cleaning my house or doing yard work. No pity party over there. I'm also gonna go and berate him while he's here and ask him to shut up and listen and let him know that I'll likely come back with more.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much, Patricia.
I love you too. Since you've asked about the what ifs, I'd like you to know that he is our friend too, and we would not let him be homeless even if he cheated on you.
I know, I understand. I respect that. Everyone deserves a second chance. To give that chance or not would be a matter of choice.
Absolutely. A few weeks later.
I was right. He was actually cheating on me with his ex-secretary. I just found out.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, honey. How did you know it was possibly someone at work?
Well, I had this hunch in the first place because his ex-secretary resigned all of a sudden and since then he had been off. I saw a possible connection there. And it was spot on. He put his phone and location on surveillance. followed him to and from work for days.
Oh my gosh. Did you take help from the private investigator I sent you the information for?
No, I found someone else. You know what? I didn't know that there are so many regulations around an investigator.
Yeah, they need to tread very carefully.
Yeah, so this guy really helped me to get the evidence I needed and was super professional.
The suspicion that your spouse may be cheating is a painful thought. When the suspicion turns out to be true, how does it feel?
Well, Patricia, it really hurts. We're in this marriage for better or worse, and this is clearly the worst. I've hardly eaten or slept. I will sleep soon because I need a clear head to think further.
Please sleep. I'm sending lunch to you with someone. She won't leave unless you eat. See, infidelity is beyond the scale of worst, Jade. It will really hurt a lot. I'm here for you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Okay, I'll eat.
So, how did you find out? What proof did the detective get you?
The detective caught Thomas with his ex-secretary on Saturday night. He provided plenty of pictures. There is not any disputing this or whatever happened afterwards.
Oh my gosh, he did you dirty. I can never really understand why someone would take their marriage of almost a decade and crush it like that for a few nights of fun with a woman he barely knows.
Yeah, it took us long to build this. He threw it all away like it meant nothing in a few hours.
I'm so sorry, Jade. I can't even imagine what you must be going through. Are you comfortable talking about the details?
Well, I have the pictures. There was kissing, hand-holding, and then they retired to the same hotel room for the night.
You're so respectful about this. So calm. But we are both like this. No hasty decisions or comments. They do no good.
True. There are zero doubts on the events of that evening. They were at a business conference and she turned up at the same hotel and they met. Of course it was a full-blown plan in advance.
Right. They may have wanted to do this for long because they didn't want to make it look like it was something more outside of work.
They may have shown their office IDs to get the same room. I knew from the pictures that this is that same ex-secretary who resigned and led Thomas being kinda sad and withdrawn.
Dear God, the lengths people can go to when they want to go astray.
Yeah, I felt like complete shit in the actual lead-up, and to a lesser degree still do. I have so many pictures of them together. I stopped looking. Looking at them just stirs me up.
Why?
Because I put a detective behind him. He did not come out to me with the truth on his own. Now, facing the truth is really very bitter, even though I did nothing wrong with him.
Not all cheating spouses have the courage to accept that they have been unfaithful, whether it was for one night, 1 month, or 1 year.
True. So I let him know over text this morning that he was caught. He left me on read. I didn't state any intentions. I told him I will take a break to gather my thoughts. He should do the same.
Right. This seems like the most reasonable and sensible thing to do. I would have done something similar. We're not the ones made for screaming and throwing things and name-calling when things go south.
Right. But to be honest, today after I confronted him, it has been a roller coaster of emotions. Anger and tears galore. I didn't expect it would feel so pathetic to find out the truth.
Are you second-guessing your choice to put a detective on your husband?
I guess. Am I a horrible wife for hiring a detective?
No, you're not. You wanted to find out the truth, and you did it in the most responsible, reasonable, and legally fair way.
Yeah, I did. Checking phone logs and messages is not something I would do.
Exactly. So, what's next for you now?
Is taking a break a reasonable strategy?
Of course, honey. Take all the time you want. You have the upper hand here.
I haven't shared this with anybody other than you. No family, no other person.
I understand. You know, I won't even tell my husband unless you want me to. Let his friend come and explain whatever the hell he wants to.
Yeah, he gets a fair chance to voice his side of the story too.
Right.
Should I share the pictures with the secretary's husband?
I don't know, honey. I don't think you should do anything more than talking to a divorce attorney who can know and understand your case. Let him decide what's gonna be the best thing for you to do next.
Yeah, or maybe I'm just gonna wait until my emotions settle before making any moves. It is entirely on him at this point. He either steps up or it all crumbles down.
So, when he steps up, are you planning on staying or leaving? Because if you're expecting some grand gesture of apology and begging for forgiveness and promises that it will never happen again, I highly doubt all this would happen. He left you on read.
I don't know about a lot of those futuristic questions yet.
Sure, I'm sorry about suggesting a divorce attorney. I don't know what you have decided, and I don't want to manipulate you in any way. Take your time.
Yeah, thanks so much.
I love you, Jade. But wouldn't waiting give him time to hide money and empty his savings?
In the money here, he has very little access to anything. Not by design. It's just that I handle it. He could pull about 15K from a checking account, and I'm not at all worried about that.
Wow, your finances look sorted, in place, and definitely in your favor. Smart girl.
Thanks. I still need to work on my next moves. I'm back and forth on divorce, but I never want to act out of emotion.
You never have, my dear friend.
I'll speak to you soon.
Your husband is here. I'll come over soon with all the details I can gather.
Sure.
A few hours later. Hey, did he text you?
Yeah, he did an hour ago. He appeared apologetic and full of shame. He wanted to call or come over this evening, but I just told him to leave me be and I will let him know.
Yeah, he told John that he has done irreparable damage.
He surely has.
He is truly very remorseful, but I would not elaborate on his situation anymore unless you want me to.
I want to know his side. What did he tell his bestie, John?
He is moving into our guest house in a day or two. He can stay indefinitely, and I will require him to pay me $750 a week. He can't have any visitors and can't use our pool. He has to pay for a weekly housekeeper as well. Park in the street.
Ouch! You guys truly don't take any bullshit from anyone, right? Especially you, Patricia.
None taken.
So, what happened after I confronted him via text message while he was at the hotel with her? I'm assuming he left immediately for your house because he couldn't think of anywhere else to go, and he might have thought, well, Patricia would know everything by now, too.
He immediately went completely mental, got dressed up, and left the room. Not before throwing his phone into the mirror.
Oh my god, did he say all of this? How did he text me if he broke his phone?
No, he didn't. This was confirmed by John, who went back to the hotel to retrieve Thomas's belongings and remains of his phone. We gave him a spare phone, and he has asked John to buy him a new one soon.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
A day later.
What is he doing? Said anything else?
We are worried he may be suicidal, so we brought him back with us to the main house.
Oh my! Should I talk to him on the phone?
He is in no condition to talk to you. He's a complete wreck, and we are worried for his life.
Okay, Patricia. You're starting to scare me now.
I'm just giving you the details because you expressed that you'd like to know. I won't say if it makes you uncomfortable, honey.
I have sympathy for his current situation, but it doesn't have a whole lot of bearing on the bigger picture. His drama is meaningless to me.
Right, okay.
I'm leaning towards divorce because building trust again would be a huge task.
I understand. This is such a rough time. Both our friends are going through it. We kind of feel helpless.
You both are already doing so much for him and for me.
Even if he never cheats again, and if you do take him back, I want you to know one hard truth. Your marriage will be a tormented one. You'll always have this fear in the back of your head that he will cheat again.
Or that I'm not good enough for him, you know. Every time his phone rings, every time he has a pending business trip, or he stays back late for work, I'm gonna be filled with anxiety.
Sweetie, if you do take him back, there are going to be countless sleepless nights, asking yourself the whys.
Why did he do it? Was I not good enough? Was she better? Does he even love me? God, I can live alone, but I can never live with all those countless thoughts and self-doubt.
I guess you have your answer.
Yes, it will be very difficult in the initial months, but I have to do this for myself. I have to keep my self-respect and do what's best for me. He did what he felt was best for him. He put this marriage on a pedestal, not me.
Absolutely. You're going to be broken for a while, but you will stand up so much stronger than you are right now. I don't think you will be able to experience that liberty if you choose to forgive him and take him back.
He has a bit of an ego, too. He is surely begging for forgiveness, but taking him back? He wouldn't risk asking me that. He knows he has damaged our marriage beyond repair, no matter what road I take from here.
Yes, that's right.
So, he's gonna stay at your house indefinitely. I'm gonna go ahead and speak with a good divorce attorney.
Hey, I've been thinking all this while about the ex-secretary's husband. Isn't it wrong if you keep this information from him that he was being cheated on too?
Yes, I knew that she was married from Thomas himself, and the reason she resigned the job in the first place was because her husband had found out about them, and she had nothing to lose here. Her husband knows. The detective told me they don't live together anymore.
Oh, okay. Then we're good.
Yeah, I would not keep someone in the dark for so long.
Right. As this couple's story suggested, and if it wasn't clear, they have no kids together. They have a prenuptial agreement in place. Jade made a lot of money and still does from her business. She doesn't need any money from Thomas. In fact, Thomas would simply get a $500K payout. That's in place for 20 years from marriage date. She could possibly fight that payout as well, but she doesn't really care about it. The house that they've lived in together is paid for. His settlement would only be the $500K and his personal belongings. Divorce is absolutely on the table, but so is reconciliation. Jade didn't get to this place in life by making rash decisions. It all has to be worked through and well planned. Thomas's last update by Patricia was that they are monitoring him. He has just been lying in bed and crying on and off. He has not slept, and if he doesn't soon, they will get him something to help. He has not eaten much either. Jade's friend Patricia is referring her to a therapist and an attorney. She is going to investigate all courses of action. Thomas has already reimbursed John for the new phone from his own account. He has an account with a few thousand for personal spending. Jade has full access to it. They have joint credit cards, which have limits less than 10K each for Thomas. All of this was advised by the attorney that did their prenup and estate planning.